Can they really tighten policy in Europe when you look at the concerns surrounding Italy, even some of the downing popularity of Emmanuel Macron? Is the ECB stuck?
No, I don't think it is. I mean, we think they'll end QE as announced at the end of this year. And once again, if you take a look at the economy, it's still growing pretty vigorously. It's probably growing close to 2% at the moment, which is more than sufficient to drive down unemployment. And crucially, it's sufficient to start putting upward pressure on inflation. So we think they can raise rates next year. And I think as the market starts to bring that into view, that could be something that's supportive for the euro.
But what do you do with Germany? I mean, Germany is kind of like in the eye of a storm when it comes to trade tensions, trade wars, and now even their car makers may be hit.
Yeah, so clearly more domestic demand in Germany at some point would be helpful in terms of broader rebalancing. But again, the other part of that is when you look at European growth, that's a significant driver of it. I mean, we shouldn't forget that this is a real success story and a powerful driver of growth.
But will it continue at the levels that we've seen? I mean, if 2017 was the big year for Europe, can 2019, start to be the spell of the downfall of Europe?
Downfall, again, is a very strong term there. When we look at Eurozone growth, it's running probably significantly above trend now. Maybe growth just comes back to an at-trend level, which, again, would still be a very good outcome.
Neville, what do you do with Italy?
I think you've just got to wait and see, to be honest. Wait till the budget in September, because in all reality, we don't have much visibility on what Di Maio and Salvini are going to put in that budget. All the news reports suggest it might be a damp squib and not the sort of event the market's fearing, but we can't have much confidence on that. I think if we get through the budget process and the fiscal expansion isn't too excessive, then I think markets can start to stop worrying about Italian risks. They probably won't be downgraded sufficiently for the ECB to stop buying their bonds, and we can start to focus back on the economic fundamentals, which ultimately are going to be far more important, because if we're right and the economy continues to grow, I think a lot of these political stresses can abate, but if it doesn't, we're in trouble.